Hi everybody and welcome to another weekly update video. I hope you've all had a good week and it's been productive for you. I have had a mixed week and I'll talk about that in a bit. First of all, I just want to touch on some Azure news as I've been doing for the last few weeks. The one thing I want to actually call out this week that's happened is that the rail images that you can bring your own subscription from, so BYOS, has now went generally available, which means for those that are moving from on-prem up into Azure can actually bring their licenses and their kind of subscriptions and their ability to use updates that they want and define where they get those updates for their rail images within Azure as well now. And I know in the past that customers I've worked with, that was a big ask and a big problem that it wasn't available, so I'm pleased to see that that's now went GA and people can get that. So I'll post a link down below, so if you want to read more about that and actually go through the process, because I think there's a bit of an automation or a registration process you have to go through in order to get that within your Azure subscription. So yeah, that's a good bit of news that's happened this week. In terms of me, as you can see, I'm actually outside today. I've just come back from a walk around the estate, and I've been doing that this week because I've actually hit I want to say a small health issue, but it isn't a major thing. It's just something I need to be aware of and manage. So earlier in the week I started to get a sore back, which resulted in a headache, and that turned into a bit of a migraine and some issues with my neck and stuff. And that's really just something that I need to be aware of. It's something that that happens quite a bit if I'm sitting down often and not actually moving about, hence the walk. I have been going to the gym actually since the new year, but I don't know whether something I did at the gym, maybe overdoing it at the gym, or whether I have been not getting that balance right between exercising and sitting during the day. And like I say, I've been going for walks to try and counteract that, and I've been trying to use my standing desk more again to counteract that. So I have a standing desk that, you know, I can either use it at a sitting position or I can move up to a standing position, and I've been neglecting actually using the standing position, so I've been doing that more since this headache and back issue kind of manifested it this week, which has brought my productivity down a lot, because I've been unable to concentrate just because of the sheer pain that I've been through. But I think it's one of those reminders that we have to be mindful of our physical health as well as our mental health, and as much as I'm enjoying what I'm doing for my work, sitting constantly for 8 hours doing that isn't great, or when I do break for lunch, sitting binging something on Netflix isn't the best thing either for that lunch hour, so I need to be mindful of that. So yeah, I've just been out for a walk. So it's a kind of cold day, but it's a dry day for a change here, so I'm just going to enjoy my morning coffee outside. There's some construction you probably can hear in the background going on. There's some new houses being built, and I think the guys are actually taking down some scaffolding or putting scaffolding up this morning, so it's a bit noisy, but hopefully not too distracting. So yeah, unfortunately, because I've had this kind of issue with my back and a headache this week, my productivity has went down, but I am working on some things. I am working on different things that are happening in the next couple of weeks. So I head off on Monday to Johannesburg as I'm speaking at the Microsoft Ignite, the tour event there that's happening at the tail end of next week. So that's really good. I've got 3 sessions actually. So just trying to get on top of them, preempt any questions attendees might ask me, and fill in any blanks where I'm not entirely sure about what I'm talking about. So just doing that. Other things that are happening as I'm going to Seattle straight after Johannesburg, so I jump on a plane next Friday from Johannesburg and head to Seattle, as I've got a week of training with the team, so that'll be really good. I think there's about 80 of the overall team going, so it'll be good to get to see everybody again and catch up and hopefully learn some new things. I'll be on campus, I think Monday and Thursday I'll be on campus, so if you're around and you want to grab a coffee, speak to me, chat to me, yeah, please do reach out to me. I'm also looking at, because I've got some travel, other travel coming up as well through this year, which I actually links in nicely because last week I mentioned I'd been accepted to 2 events, and I don't think I mentioned them because I wasn't sure if the official announcements had went out, but I will be speaking at Tech Days Finland, so I'll be in Helsinki later this year, and I'll also be at Experts Live in Switzerland. So I'm really excited about those events. Now, not been to either event, and I've not been to either locations, so it'll be good to get those under the belt. So yeah, I haven't decided what I'm speaking about in Switzerland yet, the Experts Live. So if there's anything that you probably want to hear about, let me know, and I'll see if I can turn it into a session and see if the team there will welcome it within their agenda. But yeah, so equally, if you are in those locations and you want to speak to me, if you want me to come to your, if you're a customer of Azure and you want me to come and speak about something or elaborate on something that you've seen me talk about, then please do reach out to me. I actually started telling you this because I'm looking at doing something slightly different with these videos when I am travelling. So I've got some things in the burner for that. I don't think they'll land, unfortunately, before I head to Johannesburg and Seattle, but hopefully for the rest of my travels for the rest of the year, we'll have those ideas be able to manifest themselves into these videos. So something that went live this week was a blog and a video that I have been working on. So GitHub Actions is something that was released at the tail end of 2019, trying to remember what year we're on. And it really has been marketed towards the developer community, and I've really seen a lot of my developer colleagues and a lot of my developer friends utilise it and start to put it into action and grow it. And I wanted to see what we could leverage it to do from an IT pro perspective, because years ago I used to think some of these tools, such as GitHub, were developer only tools, and I don't want them to be developer only tools anymore, because I've got to be able to I have leveraged GitHub to do things for me and benefit me. So I want to stop thinking of certain things as developer tools, and I want to help others see the tools as not only developer tools but utilise them in the IT pro industry as well. So I've got a blog post and a video up about how you can actually use GitHub Actions to deploy a Azure virtual machine. Now, it's a really simple deployment, it's a basic deployment, it's probably not something you would use in production, but what it hopefully gives you is an idea of how to start leveraging that technology and how you can turn it into something that can deploy your infrastructure for you at the click of a button, basically, and utilise that for a repeatable infrastructure as code, if you want to call it that, type methodology, instead of having to do them manually or repeat the process constantly over and over again. So yeah, that's me. I need to go and do some more rehearsal for next week. I also need to do some more packing, as currently I have stickers in my suitcase and slippers, and that's it. So I need to go and figure out how to pack for Johannesburg and Seattle, which are going to be 2 very different climates in the next couple of weeks. So I'll probably be next week in an airport, so we'll see if we can get this video filmed and uploaded, but if I'm a few days late, apologies. But hopefully we'll have something to talk about in terms of Ignite the Tour in Johannesburg and the chats I've had with people there. So have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Be mindful to take some exercise and take some rest, both for your health and well-being, and I will catch you next week.